Can they tell that my arm doesn't work anymore? Okay. Yeah, I think my body's reacting negatively to the lack of GMOs in the food here. It's just eating the tendons in my arm.
It wants.
It's the natural wine.
Yeah,
It's the natural wine is poison. Fuck. Well, hey everyone. As you know, it's us, the Double D Brigade.
the French boys.
We're joined by a roustabout, a journeyman, former union agitator. He used to work for the Pinkertons undercover, and now he's here with us in Paris. Andrew, everybody.
What's
Hello.
your last name?
Pasella.
Pasella.
Yeah.
Your last name's Pasella?
Yeah, I'm adopted. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I knew you were adopted, but it was a legal adoption?
No, it was totally legal. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. Catholic Social Services.
I know that
Probably shady.
You love billiards. I didn't know if they like won you in a pool game or something.
Maybe it's in my blood.
Union negotiations.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you guys can get an extra couple bucks an hour, but the son is mine.
Take the boy. Leave the knife. Well, so we're in Paris. I don't know if you guys knew that.
They know. Oh, if we knew.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm aware.
Well, I know you have retrograde amnesia.
Well, I did say something stupid the other day because I wasn't thinking about it, and I was like, I thought Roman Polanski wasn't allowed in the U.S. You and Bonzo looked at me like I had hit my head real hard.
Yeah.
You're like, we're in Europe. Like, oh, yeah. They're different.
It's a spice melange.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy to forget. Temporarily.
I love when you blow it that back because then you go, oh. You make this face.
I got scared.
That we were going to get up your
I was
ass.
like, what? No. That like I was about to die from a brain
Dementia?
bleed.
This happens to me every day.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. It also happened at the Le Quebelie, one of the days we were there. I guess just because it was so familiar to be sitting and chopping it up with comics, but like I was not thinking about how we were in Paris, and it kind of hit me, and I was like, whoa. So, every day's a miracle when you're a dumb little kid.
Let's go through this. We've had a big couple of days. Andrew, you got in what day?
I can't remember.
Very good. Let's
Yes.
keep it secret. Don't let them know anything on you. Your fans, that's one thing.
Right.
These
guys are cool. Yeah.
Well, there's a big Venn diagram crossover, and I gotta say, people have been begging for a
Okay.
Spud and Lund episode.
All right.
Because they think you guys are like diametrically opposed. You're not.
we're great friends.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I've been loving watching your budding bromance.
We
That's good.
mostly talked to each other at the weird party that
Yeah,
we
right.
attended.
Yes.
And I enjoyed every minute of it.
I mean, for me, what were the like? I just did a podcast with the guy from the Manson case, and then all out of nowhere, there's a Polanski. That
Dude,
guy that spooked
yeah.
me.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was so stoked. I thought that you were going to get to the bottom of Polanski finally.
Hey man, I
You
was gonna root around.
Yeah, you were one pajamaed man coming out to yell at us to turn down the awful DJ music away from Sharon Tate. Yeah, so we do this show at La Cabelle or Cabelle or Baby Bell Cheese. That's good too.
Quebelie.
And there's this 16-year-old in the front row who's dressed like he washed ashore on Ibiza, just fucking Eurotrash. Blonde mustache.
Eurotrash is a slur.
Guess what? I can say it here. I've been biting my tongue otherwise.
You're white trash. They're Eurotrash.
They're Eurotrash. I mean, this kid was dressed in fucking corduroy in September. It's like, get over it.
He's a DJ in a basement.
Yeah, here's what I don't like. When you see a French guy that's like putting it on so hard where you're like, we fucking get it, pal. All right? Tone
Yeah.
it back a little bit. Do you need a beret and an ascot and one glove holding a fucking ornamental cane? No.
Yeah.
Put some sleeves on that jumper.
Did you blast him on stage?
Of course I blasted him.
Yeah.
Because I got up
Took
there
him
and
apart.
he was like... He was looking at me like I should be behind glass.
Benzoed? Oh, he was in awe.
Yeah, because he's never seen such a fucking virile American man.
Virile. That's the first thing he thought.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of sperm.
Yes, this man is budding with seed.
This man has impregnated many women.
He's here to inseminate the room with his laughter. And sitting next to the
With your
16-year-old
laughter.
boy, yeah, I kept laughing, was a mustachioed guy who watched me like he was a primitive man watching fire for the first time. And it turned out he was just a drug addict, and I gave him something new.
He was just rolling.
Yeah, and that ended up being Roman Polanski's son, Elvis Polanski. So we get invited back to a party at Elvis's house, and we're like, this is going to suck. And then they tell us it's Roman Polanski's son, and boy, do our eyes light up.
Well, we knew that they had money and that they were, like, upper elite.
Well, yeah, because that guy was
Socially.
like, I've been at the polo for 2 weeks.
I ate a horse.
Chevelle in my bell.
He was talking about polo and traveling extensively. Yeah, so yeah, we figured something was up. But yeah, and then
I've never met anybody that did polo.
No, dude.
That's rare.
So by my house growing up was this thing called the polo fields where we just had like football practice. And at one point it was for polo, but I never saw any fucking polo on that field.
Yo, do you guys ride horses where you're from?
As a boy, I did, yeah.
Damn, that's so cool.
And not like I rode it to the post office to buy more stamps to send home to the battlefield. No, but like my friend Benji Duke had horses and we would ride around on them. I never liked it, dude.
I've never been on one, so.
It's a lot of power between your legs. It's like a jet ski on land.
Well, I remember being 13, 12, so I wasn't like huge, but outside of our church, there was like some type of little get together where there were little like small horses that we could ride just in a circle. It was
This was outside of a church's chicken. That's what
No,
you called
no.
your church.
we were allowed to get on the horse and just kind of go in a little circle, and I was like scared that I was too big for the horse. I think that was a me problem. That was my parents telling me I was fat. And then I'm like, what about the horse, you know? Even though they were big, I was scared that I was going to like kill a horse.
Yeah, you get off the horse, then you say, "Oh, we're gonna go give him a bath," and you see a
Right.
gunshot blast from behind the barn.
No, Papa.
Who wants sausage?
Yeah.
And you gotta eat your friend.
Never again.
yeah.
Never again.
You were scared of their power. I was scared of my own power.
Yeah, dude.
Either way, we were both terrified on top of horses.
I've been on a horse like probably 4 times, and it was just like ride through the paddock or the pasture at Benji Duke's. And this kid Andy Quinn, who I've talked about on the pod a lot, Andy Quinn was good on horseback because his legs were so long at like 11 that they almost like touched the ground. He was just a freaky scarecrow specimen. But I never enjoyed horse antics. I think you might like a horse.
I don't know. I've never been on one.
Yeah, well, here's what I'm seeing from.
When I was younger, I used to like more activities. Now I'm just kind of like, please don't get hurt.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about that when we were on the Seine. You know, there was that little
Oh yeah,
slope.
it's all gentle stuff now. I used to
little
parkour that stuff.
You're right. Yes, I would have jumped off to get down closer to the river. I would have jumped up to go throw away that trash, and instead, both times I took the long way over to the stairs.
Yeah.
I used to get so excited as like a young man, and I was like 19, I think, when Attack of the Clones came out, and I saw the newer Jedi moves.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
remember when they had like the battles where they could flip and stuff?
Yeah.
And I came out of the movie theater and I ran on top of cars like a psycho. Hey, that's dickhead shit.
Of
but I was
course,
too
yes,
excited. I was a
but-
19-year-old that was super excited about Star Wars.
Yeah, you're fired up. Yeah.
That puts you firmly in the dickhead camp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think about that too. When I was younger, you just don't have as much thought for everybody around you. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I thought about it on the train a couple times when we were spread out. When I was younger, I would have yelled something like, "How's that sore on your dick?" You know, and
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody wants
and it's
this.
nice to move away from that, to leave that in your youth.
Everyone hates young men.
Oh, yeah. And rightfully so.
Rightfully, yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. If you're a little sociopath, yeah, then you probably need to get smacked around.
Me and Bonzo, Anthony, we took acid one time and went and saw The Descent. Remember The Descent?
No, what's
It
that?
was a movie about like these girls who go on like a spelunking trip, and they go deep into these caves and they find like this like tribe of like mutants and abominations, and I think they get like savaged and ravaged and eaten.
Okay.
We're sitting in the front row opening night of The Descent.
On acid.
On acid.
You guys are crazy.
That would have been a tough one.
It was
to-
his first time eating acid.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
I remember earlier that day he
Is
laid.
he okay?
He's fine. Yeah, you've hung out with him. He's solid. He was just laying on the street saying, "I'm melting." So I was like, "Let's go see a movie." So we go.
Let's
into
go
this,
make this 200 other people's problem.
dude. Literally, it's opening night.
Yeah.
And we just sat in the front row and kept screaming, "Descend harder!" And I remember this father sitting like 3 rows back, like begging us in
Oh,
front
yeah,
of his
please,
kids,
dude.
like, please.
Please stop existing.
Please. Because he knows that if he like tries to buck up, we're dumb and full of adrenaline and spunk.
Oh, yeah.
We have to beat him up. That's like
So much spunk.
Yeah, you would have pantsed him and
pants him, shove him.
noogied him until blood came out of his head.
Yeah, play his butt like a bongo. Say, I'm a jazz man. So yeah, being a child was a bad time. Speaking of bad children, so we're at this party.
Horses.
We get told, let's go to this party from a polo man who has the worst teeth and some of the worst breath I've ever smelled.
Come on, he's listening.
Sweet kid. What's his name?
I don't know. Cortlondo?
Yeah, Cortlondo Papaguando.
I believe that's
I
correct.
think his name is DJ Horsefoot. So we're like, okay, round up all the boys. We get all the comics who are at the show, even the sound guy. He's Armenian. Let's give him a dream. So we round them all up and we roll in like 12 deep. We have like a 55-year-old homosexual who's so eager to get in there and show some new dance moves to the boys.
What if it's crazy in there?
What if it's the bee's knees?
What if we'd never stop dancing?
I don't have my grooving shirt on. Allow me to get my new blouse.
I like this guy better than the other one.
Somebody just to touch.
He just goes up and touches their chests. That's a good move. So we have the highest expectations. I mean, was I crazy? Did you guys have high expectations?
I didn't have
Oh,
high
yeah.
expectations. I thought that it would be. I thought we would be high up because I figured.
They said it's above
we
the
were
Versace
above,
store.
right above like this like mall. So it's gonna be okay. Great view. Either there's gonna be like a bunch of people there and we'll just kind of hang out with ourselves, mingle a little, and leave whenever. Or it won't. There won't be a ton of people, but yeah, we'll like hang out on the balcony. It'll be a cool experience.
Something might be wrong with me because I didn't imagine anything.
Just nothing.
There's nothing. You did all that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I thought we
That's
cool,
cool,
have
man.
a nice
I mean,
view of the city
You
for
have a
sure.
very deep and it's a nice inner life.
Well, getting older, I was like hopeful that it would be cool, but tempered expectations that maybe it wouldn't be cool, but it would be fine.
You just
know?
hope there was AC.
Oh, that was
That
my main
doesn't
thing.
exist
Was,
here, dude.
I'll bet Roman Polanski's freezing his
Yeah.
old balls off up there.
Yeah, he's
'cause
got to
it's
be in a crypt.
some of those places probably are fitted for AC after the fact.
Yeah, he probably sleeps in like a fucking ham drying cellar,
Hyper-
upside
yeah.
down, like a fruit bat.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess you're saying the sky was the limit when you know that these people are wealthy.
They were like,
and-
there's a wine cellar.
connected.
It's Roman Polanski's house. It's above the Versace store somewhere in Paris. I guess I shouldn't give that
yeah.
away too much. But there's a lot of
many.
the
Versace
code
stores.
is
There's many,
7794.
Bonzo has the code on film.
Well, let's give it to our Patreon.
Let's give it to the Patreon. Join the $50 tier, and you can go finish what Manson started.
Whoa.
So anyway,
Yowza.
we get there, and they're like, okay, come down to the third subfloor. And we're like, oh, so he does live in a cave like Bruce Wayne.
We're
This makes
we're
sense.
in the descent.
Where's Alfred? Yeah, descend harder. And so we get in there and we go down, and Andrew, paint the picture.
Oh, the doors open up. There's bright fluorescent lights. There's no one. There's what, 3 people?
Yes,
There's a
We're
D-
the party.
We're
Yeah.
the party. 12 dudes is a party.
12 men show
12
up to a boy
middle-aged
party.
men. There's a boy who's DJ.
DJ Peachfuzz.
Nice Pioneer gear. That was great
dude,
DJ
great
gear.
setup.
Yeah.
Setup, yeah.
And there was a lot of effort put into that, which
Yeah.
is bizarre to me. But yeah, maybe
That's this
5 or
whole
6
thing.
cars, and then it's just like, all right, no beers,
No
no
beers.
bathroom, no chairs, no grub,
Yeah,
One shopping cart.
0 chicks, 1 chick.
one chick,
One
Yeah.
lady.
who was from
yeah.
Texas.
That was weird. And
Give me a French
she
girl.
seemed to be taken.
Oh, yeah, by that polo
Yeah.
kid. He kept licking her face from bottom to top. You're mine.
Talking while licking
You're
her.
mine. You belong to me.
Grab my butt. He was squeezing away. He was squeezing, touching, loving.
Imagine telling a girl.
I'm gonna start telling chicks to grab my butt. Yo, grab for real.
So much confidence.
Just whisper it.
I want you to grab my butt.
I'm so close. I'm so close. Hold on.
Finish the job.
Grab my
Squeeze it.
butt. So yeah, when he wasn't giving her the candy apple treatment, he takes a break to tell us about how he went to Mongolia he bought like a horse and rode it across Mongolia, and when that horse was done, he sold it to some locals and bought another horse.
Flipped it.
Yeah. So anyway, Roman Polanski told his son, he just gave him the classic like dad treatment. Like, you can't have a bunch of men over. I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can't party in my fucking billionaire Playboy apartment. You guys got to go to the parking garage. So we're in the parking garage. I just start laughing so hard because my expectations were like, maybe there's a zip line right to the Louvre. Maybe he's going to helicopter us to the top of the Eiffel Tower.
We also figured, so I guess, the main hopes were AC and like a bunch of food.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be caviar.
And crazy beers.
Yeah, some crazy beers. Hey, Pops. It's Roman Polanski. Roman Polanski's bartending.
And a bunch of ibuprofen for your dying arm.
Yeah. Something happened now where the outside is what hurts. It went away for like the whole week, and then Emily left, and now I can't extend it again.
Yeesh.
I have Insano elbow. So they're like, we need to get beers for the men. The men are thirsty. They were like, beer for my men, champagne for my horses.
Yeah, that's right.
Caviar for the horses. You can lick the can. So 20 little beers show up. They're
Hot.
Hot
beers. Hot leffes.
Yeah, hot lefts.
Yeah.
Leffe Blonde.
So, dude, as soon as they show up, I'm 17 again. I turn to Bonzo and I say, you know what we got to do? And he says, drink them all so they get more. So as soon as those beers show up, me and Bonzo just start cracking them with lighters, dumping them down. So then they got more beers finally. We're just standing around like, how long do we have to be here until Roman comes down? You know, when do we get to see the fucking editor's cut of Chinatown?
Oh, yeah, no, I knew that wasn't happening.
I thought that maybe we'd be allowed up after, like, some of the people left. Some of the, that we got rid of some, then we can go up there.
And you could charm him.
Yeah, I can charm him. I can woo him.
I thought maybe the ambient
I'd go to Roman,
in.
I'm like, squeeze my butt.
I got a movie idea. Squeeze my butt.
This summer, Roman Polanski squeezing my butt.
I thought maybe, at some point, the parents go to bed, and then we're allowed to, like, God, see that view. I'll bet it's awesome.
Go up and walk around by candlelight. Mm-hmm. Let the butler put us on a leash. Give us guided tours like a dog.
And you and a few other people went up to use the restroom. I did not.
So
I didn't really have to. I wanted to check it out, and then I didn't. And then we started gabbing, and then I didn't want it to end.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to go to the bathroom, which was key. That would have been Panic City.
If you had had a dump?
If I had anything.
If you had had a whiz, you would have freaked out because you wouldn't
No,
have
I
wanted
would have been
to...
all right with that, but just, who knows, dude.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a rugged sitch. It was hot down there.
It was.
Yeah.
I was prepared to piss all over any of those fucking $7,000 cars. The cars weren't even good.
Yeah.
We're below, I don't want to keep giving away addresses, but we were in a nice part of town. I thought there'd be like, maybe a Mazda 6 at the very least.
Yeah, that was curious. I thought we were going to see some crazy beers.
Yeah, no.
But instead,
so
the
Aruba
cars
Ray
were
says,
mid.
We're there with a man named Aruba Ray. There's an Australian whose dad lives in Vienna.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, we're like, okay.
Aiden Jones.
Me, Aiden Jones.
I'm a real wobbler.
Grab my butt.
Grab my butt.
Get over here and squeeze me haunch.
Turn me into a horse.
Give me the South African treatment.
Yeah, I can't. I just... each word is either Australian or English, and then South Africa out of nowhere.
South Africa comes
I can't commit.
Yeah. But Aruba Ray was like, I went upstairs. I saw the bathroom. You got to pee, he'll take you up there. So Elvis Polanski's down there, and he's like, Twitch, do you want cocaine? Do you want to do poppers? It's like, I don't want to do poppers.
Yeah,
I'm not a homosexual in the 70s, no.
Bob wanted to do
Don't
poppers.
open me up. Yeah, he wanted to pop them open.
Yeah.
Bob wanted to give them the full fucking Gallagher treatment and smash them like melons. I saw Bob just like, he was doing little dances and then realizing that it was fucking...
Just him?
Yeah, he's like, I might be homosexual, but I'm not gay. So I went up. I saw Bonzo go up with Elvis because he just keeps coming in and like twitching and geeking, and then he's like, "Do you want cocaine?" No. Then he keeps saying, "You called my brother an Aryan." He loved that I compared his cousin to an Aryan.
Yeah.
So Bonzo's going up. I go up. So we're up there, and Bonzo goes to the bathroom that's in the house, and he takes me to his bedroom. I use the bathroom in the bedroom, and I come out, and again, "Do you want poppers?" No. And then he says,
Do you want jalapeno poppers?
I was like, "Yes." "Bagel bites, mister?"
Stuffed with cheese.
"Yes, bring them over here." Do you have any honey mustard?" "Oh, you fool. We have the finest honey mustard in Paris."
We have a beehive in the fridge. The freshest honey you can imagine.
"Mustard slave, commence to cutting up the root. Grind us fresh mustard. We must get mustarded in here." So he's like, "Can I show you something?" And I was like, "Yes." So I sit down. Bonzo's rummaging. He comes over. We sit down on his bed, and he shows us his student films. And to say they made sense would be a lie. To say there was any discernible fucking through line or logic to it, no. Lynchian is the highest thing you could say. Mid Harmony Korine probably makes sense. Trash Humpers meets Eraserhead. So we're sitting there watching, and he's like, "Do you like them?" He's explaining to us why they're funny, and we're like, "I like the sounds really good. I like the lighting, you know." So we're up there for a half hour. We come back down. No
Pat,
one
what the
noticed we
hell?
were gone. Pat, what?
What are you doing?
No
Get outta
rummaging. Yeah.
Well, you went up there for 2 seconds, and now you're back.
So there was toilet paper up there.
Yeah,
Pat's
there
blowing
was
it
some.
again.
Wipe your butt.
You know what I should do? I should post a link to his playlist on YouTube of all of his videos on the Patreon.
Yeah.
It's kind of personal.
No, he wants people to see.
They're public, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Yeah.
give the private link that he sent me,
Where he killed that
where it's just his
little
yeah,
boy.
just his dad rocking him in a
His
cradle.
uploads.
So then we left after about another hour and a half of wondering, is this ever going to be cool? And that was the end of the Elvis Polanski party. I pushed him around in a shopping cart.
Yeah, it's fun.
Jackass style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of glad that there weren't a bunch of random people that would have like tried to divide us and talk at us.
Divide and conquer us.
Yeah, well, like
Steal
like,
Sam.
Just yeah, basically,
He's the one
yeah,
we want.
Swarm Sam, yeah. He's the one. He's
The asset.
He's the special.
Yes.
He's the special man.
Let's compromise him.
And
Get him
just,
into
like,
the camera room.
I don't know. I guess what was funny is how we kept kind of separating and moving away from the DJ area, and then he was telling his friends to make us get closer to the speakers, and it's like we can hear it from
we're
12
good,
feet
man.
away, and we can hear each other as we talk. But yeah, it was just kind of a hey, come back here to the music, and it's like okay, yeah, no, it's nice and loud for sure. So that part was kind of the only negative.
Well, maybe
Also,
next time. Now you guys are great friends.
Also, no.
You
There
won't
might
leave
be
me
a-
alone.
There might be another party. That might have been the first party.
He wants
Of
to fly
many.
That's
me.
a test.
He wants to fly me to Poland to be in his next wave of student films.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna have to cut an onion while wearing a dress or something, and
Dude, the videos were nuts. This is the one I remember most specifically. There's a cowboy who remixes Beethoven songs, and while he's doing that at the piano, he screams them in German. He screams in German. He remixes Beethoven songs while dressed like a cowboy. He has a slave wearing a clown mask in the next room, chopping up peanuts for him.
oh, that's right.
Right, and then at the end, once the peanuts are finally prepared, the slaves brings him out the peanuts, and then he takes a handful of the smushed peanuts and he goes out in the backyard and he buries them in the snow because Elvis Polanski says that represents his innocence, and he gave it away for the music. And me and Bonzo were like, I like the editing, I guess. I don't know. Can we go back downstairs with our friends?
At least
Either
it's
wake
not-
up your dad or let us out of here, Elvis.
At least it's not longer.
Yeah.
I liked at the end of the night, I had to pee because I hadn't gone upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, just pee anywhere. Look. And we had gone out of the parking garage through the entrance for the cars. And the gate had come down, and then you just pee against the gate. And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And like a minute later, the rest of the guys from the party came up, and one of the guys immediately clocked that there was some fresh piss right there. And I thought he told DJ Youngblood, about it, but he didn't. So Youngblood, I think, stepped in it for a bit.
Who cares about
Splashed
stepping in
around.
piss?
That was a crazy
gross.
piss setup you guys did yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
The
On the
Triforce.
It's like a
Zen.
kiosk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice though. When I saw it, I was like, "What is that?" And then I saw somebody peeing over there. I was like, "Oh, sweet.
It was like an egg-shaped piss carousel.
Suck it, ladies. I'm gonna
Yeah.
dump right here." Yeah, that was nice.
So, Andrew, this is your first time in Paris, right?
Yeah.
You were telling me when you came out of the train station that you were afflicted.
Yeah, it fucked me up. Yeah, it took my breath away.
Yeah.
Well, I felt it for the first time. Like, I've heard that statement my whole life. Like, oh, yeah, it takes your breath away. And then it happened, and I was like, whoa, that's real. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
This is the most beautiful city I've ever been to.
Me too.
Yeah.
And you've been to Wilmington, Delaware twice.
Yes.
This guy's been to Lancaster a bunch. Yeah, dude, it's just
whole other level.
It's
Yeah.
otherworldly. And I never want the days to end, but then the night comes and you're like, oh, this is equally beautiful in its own way.
Yeah.
It's even better because it's not as hot.
Yesterday when we were by the Seine, as it was kind of the golden hour, I was like, if I could just like live in this moment where I'm with my friends on the water, drinking a beer,
Talking about Pepper and Slightly Stupid.
yeah, talking about Cottonmouth Kings, singing Lester 311 songs. It's just like in those little glimpses of like infinity, you're like, oh, why am I worried about anything else? Why don't I just like really give a shit about community and fraternity and just like trying to make these kind of moments happen as much as possible?
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a good day.
We started at the catacombs.
Started, with our own descent into, the catacombs, which was crazy. I knew what it was going to be, but really
Down a lot farther than I imagined.
down
Yeah.
farther. My main thing, I didn't know how many bones and skulls were down there,
So
and the
many
answer is
bones,
a million.
Yeah,
a million bones and 10,000 skulls.
Yeah.
And it's just holy fuck.
It really delivers on the promise of the most bones you've ever
Bunch of
seen.
bones, yeah, by far.
You want to see a bunch of bones?
It's not even
Yeah,
close.
we've got the spot for you.
They've smuggled these bones for years.
Yeah, and you can touch them. No one's looking.
You're not supposed to.
I
it's an
touched
honor
the bone.
system.
You picked up the bones?
I mean, they must put them back after we leave. Dust them off.
Yeah, they
get
have a
ready for the
bone.
next tour.
That's a major at one of the colleges here. It's bone arranger. You can go to La Sorbonne. La Sorbonne.
Sorbonne. Sorbonne.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I have.
Muy bien.
I have sore tendon. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a big. I don't know if I'll never. I don't need to go back to the catacombs ever. I'm glad I
No,
went.
not unless they open up a new wing where it's like
It's like the tits
Code
true
wing.
bones. Yeah, just
Just
nude,
empty.
nude bodies. Empty.
Yeah.
Or yeah, if you can play with the bones in the new bone room.
If there was like a xylophone set up,
yeah, then
xylobone.
then we could go back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really glad that we did it. But yeah, I don't know that you would go. I wonder if people go multiple times. Some people maybe, but I don't know why you would. Because it's interesting, it's great.
Maybe
Death
if you're like a death
enthusiasts?
enthusiast.
Yeah, or obviously if you
Morbid.
bring somebody down there who hasn't been down there, that doesn't count. If you and like your partner or someone, your friend, go down there regularly, that would creep me out for sure.
Yeah, it's just like stay home and watch The Crow again, you freak.
Yeah, The Crow rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice.
Yes.
She would have done it.
I bet there's plenty of guys who
Down there writing poetry.
There's men wearing chokers. These kinds, you know.
Fishnets.
Yeah, fishnets, round sunglasses that perch on their nose without arms.
Was she a great big fat person?
I bet that's a move for dudes, a third date spot. Like, if you have not been to the catacombs,
Well,
you are
that doesn't
surrounded
count.
by the impermanence of the
Yeah.
reminder of life and what a promise it was to our ancestors.
That's not, yeah, no, that's not what I'm talking about either, because that involves like showing it to someone. I'm curious about someone or
if a guy has like a monthly
who
pass,
like going down there, yeah,
it's like a Six Flags. You show up with a can of Pepsi.
You're wasting too much time on this area. I know where the cool spot is.
Yeah,
Telling the other tourists like, you didn't even see the best part. Check
Look
out
at
this
these
one.
bones. This skull looks like a butt.
It would be crazy. Oh, you know what was funny is, there's not bones for the first bit of the tunnels.
Yeah.
And when I think I was like first to the first like area where there's a bunch of information about the bones and whatnot, the history. And in that room, there's 2 staff who are like making sure that people put their backpack on the front or whatever, make sure nobody has a hamburger and a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Which is one of the
We came here
signs,
to
like,
picnic.
No. So I'm like kind of near these 2 workers. You're still coming down the entrance down the tunnel, and you burped, and it was a man and a woman, and they had a nice giggle over Sam just going, "Wah." They started speaking in French, and then the woman did like her interpretation of what you had belched out, and she was like, "Oui, oui, oui." It was funny. She got you.
I was also busted for farting.
She got your ass. Oh yeah.
I farted and Bonzo was like, "Did you fart?" And I was like, "No." And then there was an avalanche of skulls. I shook the goddamn ossuary.
We all had to run for our lives.
Well, these 2 Italian women were behind me, and I was like, I didn't know they were back there, and I farted, and they were like, and then Bonzo was like, "Did you fart?" I was like, "Shut up.
I'll kill you.
I'm working here." I'm looking up how to. I was going to translate, grab my butt into Italian.
Did you think it was going to be quiet?
Yes.
You could get away with it?
I usually
None
can
of your
tell
farts
if it's
are
going to be
quiet.
a coffee rumbler, but no.
They're always big fucking
No, they're not.
cacophonous farts.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Your butt is huge. And so it's like an amphitheater for your wind.
Do you get hit with uncontrollable ones? Ones that come out of nowhere? Or do you always have like oh, here we go?
I know because they come from a very deep part of me.
It's
Like there's a
all
lot of
process.
build up before they get to the hole.
A lot of
and
emotion.
also, I have a deep ass. Like the actual cheeks, because I have like a voluptuous butt. So there's like, I don't know, 6 inches to the hole. So I know when it's going to hit the crust when it's coming out.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, it does.
Because
You don't
you
have
have
cheeks,
a big
dude.
butt cheek.
You don't have cheeks. You don't know what
I
you're
don't.
talking
You're
about.
fucking
man.
No,
cheekless,
I
bro.
know what he's talking about. But the whole thing is inside of you, and then when it farts, it farts.
When it farts.
But it's not like,
I'm
here
a
it
human
comes.
being.
You're talking about the
You
outside.
married me to my wife.
The
and
cheeks
it
are
farts.
The cheeks are the outside.
I don't have a separate little like mechanism inside of me.
You're
It's a
saying.
homunculus.
You're saying you.
got a homunculus.
You're saying you let the fart out, and then it's a whole process, a whole journey to get
Yeah,
through
I have
your
to give
butt
it-
cheek canyon.
I have to give it clearance to launch.
That's insane.
There's like a little
10.
steampunk factory in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the DMT gnomes are hard at work, pushing your fart through the
They're
fucking.
French. It farts.
It farts.
He's grabbed his butt. We have 30 seconds.
I liked getting little updates of y'all's conversation from Lund. Lund would be like, "Whoa, Andrew did a bunch of DMT and he says there's little Gumby
Yeah,
gnomes."
man.
And then he'd be like, "Andrew loves the state and I think you should leave." And I was like, "Yeah, you guys are at real sleepover energy over there."
Oh, yeah, we hit it off.
Yeah, I'm not going to help Bonzo.
Who's coming in?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Bonzus. Bonzus Papaguanzus.
Bonzo, use the key, buddy. If he doesn't come in with 12 rolls of TP, I'm pushing him down the
We're only
stairs.
here for 12 more hours.
Yeah, but I want to nibble.
Oh, yeah. Sam has told us when he was younger, he would be on the toilet and he would take a little bit of toilet paper and then chew on it. He'd chew on it. He said he wouldn't swallow it, but I'll bet he swallowed some.
Hey, if you're anything like me, you've probably been using your Manscaped ball shaver on your face. I've talked about doing it a lot on this pod. And if that's your thing, it's really time to pick up their Beard Hedger. It's a cordless trimmer with a rotary wheel that gives you 20 different hair cutting lengths, all with one guard. No more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. You don't lose them. You don't have your fucking sink covered with all those little extra blades and clippers, and your wife comes in and says, "Pick up your toys, pick up your toys." I use the ball trimmer all over my face. It edges me up real nice. It gets my sideburns at a great length. It doesn't hurt. I don't even use soap or water on there. I just go fucking Outback Soldier. And this beard trimmer, the Beard Hedger, is a better deal. I got one coming in the mail. I can't wait to get my hands on it because I have not been this clean shaven in a long time. This baby has a long-lasting universal charging and a strong motor that will get it to look the way you want. Strong motor. Let it chew through your beard, Patrick. Imagine if it ate up your beard. You'd be smooth little baby boy again. If you're a clean-shaven kind of guy, the Handyman's your ticket to a smooth, stubble-free look. Whether you've got a 5 o'clock shadow like I do, or you're working on a Jack Sparrow situation, Johnny Bonjour, Sauvage. There's a lot of Johnny Depp going on over here. Manscaped has the tools for you. So you get 20% off and free shipping with the code Chubby at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. And use code Chubby, CHUBBY. Hit the refresh button with Manscaped. Soldier Boy, tell him.
Kiss my foot.
No. Thank you, Pat.
I forgot to record it.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, yeah, Lund, so you thought we wouldn't be friends?
No,
Is that
no,
what's
not at
going on?
all. Not at all. There's just
The internet, oh. You know they're always right.
yeah. No, it's just sometimes people like. Sometimes I can't talk to a random person. Like there's just not the same wavelength or whatever. And we were on the same wavelength right away.
Yeah, I don't meet a whole lot of, like, you guys are, I don't meet a whole lot of new people, so.
That's nice.
It's
I wish
cool.
I didn't have to meet. No, it is nice to meet new people, but I don't always want to. I like who I like already, and I have a lot of
You're
good
good.
friends. Right.
You're done.
Well, and like going to that party, I was worried that, like I said, if you got stuck talking to one guy and I got stuck talking to a different guy, and they're just talking at us about their life, and then maybe they ask a couple questions of us, but then they're right back to them. Like I don't like that, and I don't like just being grilled and interviewed where I'm asked questions. It happens being a comic where people want to know like, where do you get your jokes from, or what, and it's fine when people are genuinely curious and they contribute something of their own to the conversation, but a lot of times it is just like an interrogation, and
Right.
and it can feel weird, like they're just like taking that.
They want to own a piece of
Story
you,
from
and
me,
that's what
right.
sucks. It's like I want to talk to
Vampiric.
you, I want to talk to Aiden, I want to talk to fucking Andrew, and then I'm stuck talking to this Polo kid telling me how he's been drunk for 4 days, and it's like, bro,
It's been an orgy of violence and butt grabbing. I've grabbed so many butts.
horses have grabbed me, I have grabbed them.
Oh yeah, and the logistics of polo sounded dumb. Where it's like, we go through 10 horses a game. It's like the horses don't want to do this. I feel the same way about when dogs have to like
Race?
do drugs. No, well, race, but also to like drug sniffing dogs and shit, where they have a job. It's like they don't want a fucking job.
Have you
some
had
of
a
them
dog?
do, I guess. Yeah, some of
They
them
love
do.
jobs.
They just want treats, but it's like
Yeah.
most dogs I think would rather like play and then lay in the sun, not have to like fucking, I don't know.
I don't know.
think they
My
should-
dog was
I
too
feel
dumb to
for
do
the
anything,
dogs.
so.
Oh yeah, you
I had a retarded dog.
you give your dogs a little bit of mushrooms at the end.
Yeah,
to
CBD
ease them
and
into
mushrooms.
The next,
Yeah, I mean,
ease them into the next
cancer
plane.
diagnosis is rugged.
Yeah.
Human and dog alike. But
Sure. That's what I want.
I didn't
If I
believe
could-
it. They were like 8 months to live, and he was going up and down. So I was like, dude, they don't know. It's a vet
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Philadelphia. They don't fucking know. And
Sure.
then like clockwork, literally like
8 months.
the amount
One
of
of
months
those-
that they said, yeah.
One of those Philadelphia veterinarian pill mills. They just
Oh.
want to get the dogs on Oxy.
If I get cancer, I would like to live in your basement and be fed CBD and mushrooms.
Yeah, man.
Please.
Like Barbarian.
These are my wishes. Oh, did you think about Barbarian in the catacombs?
No, but I just thought about it now, having you in my basement.
I'm the Barbarian. I'm that lady. That was one of the bigger scares I've had was in Barbarian. The first time you see that woman, it fucking got me.
It's
good.
an Amazon, dude. You intimidated?
It was just like the one of the better jump scares for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of times I figure something's
I don't fuck
coming.
with that shit. I don't watch
You
scary
don't-
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like scary stuff.
Yeah.
There's also my wife said there's a horror movie that involves the catacombs that I'm excited to watch. As Above, So Below.
Fuck, dude. Spooky name.
I wanna-
yeah, dude.
yeah.
What was the name of that French movie you tried to show Shane and McCusker and they got bored?
I don't know if it was them. 13 Zemedi is a French movie that I love. I'm trying to think of other French movies.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how
There's a fucking movie that I went to the movies one time. It was like 2005 maybe 2008. I can't remember. But I didn't know what the movie was. I rode my bike. I saw my uncle and his girlfriend. They're like, hey, we're going to see a movie. Do you want to see it? And I was like, yeah. Roll in. It's black and white. Subtitles, French. And it's about a Russian roulette tournament. So I had no idea that was going to happen. And then as the movie goes on, you don't know, like, they're literally doing Russian roulette the whole movie. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Just tense,
but I was young.
tension the whole
I don't know
time.
how good it is in reality, but when I was young, I was like, that's the craziest fucking thing I ever experienced.
Yeah.
That's when I really started to love movies. Like, I always liked movies before, but then I was like, dude, movies are so much.
You thought you were going
Yeah.
to see like Uncle Buck 2.
Yeah, I was
You're
just
like,
chill.
oh,
I
this
was
will
like,
be
yeah,
fun.
chill in the movies,
It's
yeah,
just
dude.
fucking gripped.
Dude, your uncle sounds like he rules. That was just what he was up to on like a day?
Oh, yeah, he did rule. He's gone now.
Is this Uncle Charles?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I remember your guys' that was a very beautiful eulogy you gave him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when he
Yeah, I mean,
passed.
dude, he was like my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met him like when I was like 22. I met my birth mother, and I didn't really get to see her because she was like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So she was like, my brother's in Philly, though. You can hang out with him. And I met him, and it was like, oh, shit, an older version of me. This is sick. And he loved music and movies, and he liked to eat. He liked to mange.
Yeah.
He would go out, fucking
Didn't you say he was built like Lund?
built like Lund.
I think that's why you hit it off so well.
Maybe, yeah. When I first met him,
I'll take it.
When I first met him, he did like try a bunch of different diets. But when I first met him, he was like, "Listen, I eat seafood now because I just got through a phase of cheesesteaks and cigars, like of steaks and cigars.
I'm evolving.
Yeah, yeah." And he's like, "We're cutting back on that," and he started eating like octopus and like.
and just
And
doing chaw.
when I was like 22, I had never even heard of someone eating octopus. So I was like, "This is crazy." But yeah, he was the coolest dude.
And now look at you. You had fucking octopus and natural wine last
Yes.
night in
Natural
Paris.
wine, yo, man. I don't know what kind of drunk that is, but
Dude.
I wanted to do
it was
more of
hitting.
that and faster.
Yes. Natural wine is so fucking good. And then over here they do the pecan beer.
That's
where
really
they
good
put
too.
a little
yeah.
syrup in your beer and it's just the best beer you've ever had.
Yeah, I feel like they figured it all out. And
For sure, yeah.
Americans are just children.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to Boston and probably have a Miller Lite and throw up, or everything's gonna be fine.
Your arm's gonna
straightens
get
out.
strong.
Yeah.
I'm back, baby.
Oh, I'm fine. That's all it was.
Like, how do we drink this much and feel good in the morning? That's crazy to me.
Because there's no fucking preservatives or formaldehyde in what we're drinking.
So I'm getting poisoned for real. Billy's right.
Oh yeah, dude. American
Fuck.
beers like PBR, I think literally has formaldehyde in it.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, all right.
And last night we were drinking wine that was like, made by a 73-year-old virgin. Just some lady who lays in a field and birds come and dress her every morning. It's like, or
The
you,
Cinderella treatment.
yeah, or you're just drinking a psyop made by like, big pharma in a can. We're really fucked over there.
Yeah, we gave up a lot of oversight and just said, "Oh yeah, we'll trust these giant companies. They love us. They want us to stay alive so that we can keep consuming their product." And it's like, nope,
Dude.
They can go through us like a fucking butt grabbing festival.
Yeah, I had the only hope that I ever had.
Fear is the mind killer, dude. It's all
Yeah.
gung ho, and then it was like as soon as they started to
Oh, yeah.
age, they were like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, Big Pharma might be cool.
Yeah,
Those guys might be cool, man. My dick is like so hard now."
yeah. They saved 8 of my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Big Pharma. I used to think that those companies would keep us alive because they wanted to keep milking us for our money, but I don't think that they give a shit anymore because they made so much money already.
There's so many of us. They don't need any particular individuals to stick around. They just need everybody to get hooked for however long, and then
Yeah.
whenever you die, it's fine because there's some fresh meat.
And
on
then
And
the
you go
rise.
into the catacombs.
you go into the
The
catacombs.
catacombs
yeah. Mm-hmm.
get finished off. Join the bone collection, and then the next generation is stepping up. They're ready to go.
I would have liked to have seen one full skeleton. You know what I mean?
That was kind of a letdown.
A
That
full
would've been
skeleton
cool.
at the entrance says, "Welcome to Bone Town. I'm
Yeah.
the
Not a lot of
mayor."
variety in the bones. All skulls and femurs. I'm not complaining.
Those are the ones you want. You know what would have been nice is a
I'm not complaining.
a pelvis or two, because a pelvis
Yeah.
is so crazy.
What did they
looking.
do with all of them?
Pelvis is like a little magic.
I didn't see one
orb.
rib cage, and that's the
Yeah,
classic.
rib cage
That's
is-
the xylophone.
Those are sick.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, what'd they do with those?
I mean, you guys told me we were going to the catacombs, and I thought it was gonna be like when you go and to Disney and they have that one like pirates ride and they're like zombies. What is it? You know? And they're like,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah.
They didn't have any strings.
Yeah.
There was no music or choreographed dance events.
There's no
They
jugs
should turn
with
the
3 X's
catacombs
on
into
it.
like a real slow. You know when like Willy Wonka takes him in the chocolate part? It's real scary. And they should turn the catacombs
boat.
into a ride.
Yeah. They didn't have any
yeah.
fucking smoke machines
Yeah.
or laser lights.
Elvis could bring you there.
Yeah. I like the idea
Come into
of
my world.
giving a review of the catacombs and being like, they should diversify the bones a little more. Like
wanna see
mostly
a rib cage or
femurs,
a
mostly
pelvis.
skulls. Yeah.
They had them somewhere. What'd they do with them?
I don't know. Ground them up to feed the horses?
The whole thing was to get all of the bones out of the way, so they got them down there, or the ones that they kept. But where's the rest of them?
And you said that you don't believe they were able to dig that deep.
This is a problem I have. This is like a brain problem I have where
Yeah.
I can't imagine that you can dig tunnels.
You don't. Well,
Like, dude, I mean, hey, Lund's here worried about what's going to happen at parties. So, I mean, hey,
worried.
I can't figure out tunnels. It's not that big of a deal.
We're all flawed.
We were walking down there, and I'm like, wait, how did they do this before we had power tools?
Yeah.
And, like, there was no ventilation. Like, we put the ventilation in later on. How did they breathe? Holding flames.
You know what, dude?
Also, too, I thought the catacombs were from, like, the 200s. When you guys told me about it, I was like, oh, yeah, this is like ancient Roman.
I thought that too, dude. I thought like Christ died and then the catacombs happened. No, it's from like the 1600s.
Yeah, my expectation in France was like I was going to come here and hit like a Da Vinci Code thing. I was like, I'm going to go to the Louvre,
Figure it out.
Everything's gonna make sense.
So many cool ruse.
You didn't go to the Louvre, did you?
I went there, but I couldn't go in.
Why not?
Too busy, dude.
Sold out.
GoPro, yeah. The lines are insane.
Yeah. We tried to go.
I stood in line for the Pantheon, and I was like, all right, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you went to.
It'd be cool if I wasn't here on a videotaping mission. If I was just chilling, I wouldn't do shit around here.
Yeah.
I would literally just sit at the restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
I
which
think
is
that's
the
what we're
best.
gonna do
It's-
today.
It's
Yeah.
one of the best parts is the cafes. You're on the street, see who's going by,
Yeah.
have a smoke and some coffee,
Tell a
little
joke.
nibble,
Grab a butt.
grab a butt or two,
Yep.
dance, love, sing. Yeah, no, it's nice. And yeah, we're all like,
Seeking your butt being grabbed instead of grabbing butts is nice.
Yeah,
Tell
just
people to
standing with
grab
your
your
hands
butt.
over your head, being like, "You honk me, I don't honk you. My
honk
hands
there.
are pure.
I've given up all agency. Anyone can grab.
Come in here and wipe me too."
It's funny to see the way that a lot of Parisians live. Like when we were on the Seine, it's not all like tourists down there. It's a bunch of people that live there because that's a really nice thing, and they do a lot of those simple, nice things instead of always being
Well,
like,
Zach was
"I'm
telling me-
bored. I need to be stimulated and fucking, you know."
Yeah, Zach was telling me there's no murders.
No.
Like, they don't have crime here like we have in Philly. At
They
least.
Not as
only
much,
have like
yeah.
knife crime, I think.
Yeah.
But which only have. I mean, I don't think they have the random drug-related murders that y'all have over there due
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
abject poverty. Because there is like a little social net here where everyone gets a little cash, unless you're an
Yeah, right.
immigrant, unless you're like here illegally, and then they really put the boots on you.
I saw them on the train.
Yeah,
The migrants.
France is racist, dude.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's pretty wild.
They want to
Well-
get up our ass for like owning guns and
That's
shit.
what
And
I'm
it's
like,
like, bro, we
yo,
let them in.
Guys, did they
Kind
have
of.
slaves?
Did
these
they
guys
have slaves? Dude, think about what they did in Africa. Cote
But I mean,
d'Ivoire.
they never had them here on the homeland.
I'm sure they had. Who dug that hole?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now
You think it was a bunch of like Frenchmen
Oh,
twiddling
so
their
that's
mustaches?
how they do it. They just do it, and then that guy dies, goes to the left.
Get in
He
there.
joins
Yeah.
the bone collection.
Right,
Either
okay, that
way,
makes
they're-
sense.
it's
He
great.
becomes the ladder the others climb down on.
Right,
That's where
right.
the rib cages are, Andrew.
Okay.
Oh, the-
It's all
yeah,
making sense.
Follow the money. All right? Cui bono.
yeah.
Are you leaving still today? You're going to London?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to London. Yeah.
Nice, man. That's going to be sick.
Yeah, I haven't been yet. We're gonna go in November.
I hope you guys go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We're
the
doing it,
plan, I
man.
think,
Madagascar,
I want to go to
Casablanca.
I want to go to Tasmania, dude.
Yeah. We should go everywhere that there's a movie. Madagascar, Casablanca,
Cool Runnings.
Jamaica.
I call it Cool Runnings.
They renamed it for that whole year that the movie came out.
They're just going to think that I'm the recreation of the coach.
You land, they're like, he's
You're the bo-
back. It's
He's
time.
back.
You're the bobsled.
John Candy was never dead.
Is it time again?
Yeah,
The Olympics are coming.
Give a rousing speech. They're coming here?
Yeah,
they're in
Paris 24.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until you guys were talking about it yesterday or the day before.
And I think the day after we leave is the Rugby World Cup.
Oh yeah, everybody had rugby fever yesterday. Everybody knew about rugby. And I was
Yeah.
like, None of you guys watch rugby. What are you talking about?
No,
You're not rugby people. Why'd you know that?
I don't know anything about rugby.
But
you
knew
guys
that
look
the
like
World
you
Cup-
know a lot about rugby.
We look like rugby
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
You were a rugby guy.
Played for a season, yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into it, but yeah, I told you my college's rugby team was solid, and they threw great parties. So that was that's the only rugby memory that I have. I've never really gotten into it.
I think that's everyone's rugby memory.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
College, going to a party, getting your butt
Muddy
grabbed,
dude,
and then you're out of
yeah,
there.
muddy dudes funneling beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could fucking go.
Chris Farley and Tommy Boy played rugby.
That's right.
I know that.
Very good.
Thank you.
They all have
Little
nicknames
treat.
too.
This one, Chopper and Millwood and
Bobcat.
Zipper Jr.
Head cheese.
Yeah, Tareen.
That was some good head cheese yesterday.
What do you think the best
Head cheese
thing
and
we've
bread.
eaten here has been?
Rabbit spam.
Rabbit spam.
Rabbit spam was pretty good.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That thing last night was good.
Dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. That octopus was so good. I think it might have been the mosque, dog.
The mosque was incredible.
The
That pastilla,
couscous.
the couscous,
Yeah.
the kebab. I mean, I had a little bit of lamb and it was great, but I think the kebab was a little bit better. And that was just beef with some spices, and then the pastilla was incredible.
Just swiping cheese on a piece of bread is like the ultimate as well.
the baguettes with butter and the croissants are tough to beat. And it's crazy, you'll just see so many people. Again, the French are doing it. It's not like they get over it. That's their lives. It's like you get up pretty early, get coffee and baguette, butter, or some croissants, and it's just fucking wonderful. You don't. That's not like a tourist experience. That's what they're doing here too, every day.
I'm gonna miss this place.
Well, Boston's cool, right?
Yeah, Boston.
No!
Boston's good.
Compared,
And
coming
they
from
wait
Paris.
they were waiting for you.
Yeah.
Grab
yeah.
my butt, bro. Grab my fucking butt.
There you go. There's some merch.
Grab my butt.
Grab my butt, dude.
Triple XLs with grab my butt on the back.
Yeah, the 3X conundrum.
Arrow pointing down.
We need to open a 3X store over here. It's like, come out from the woodwork. Come to us.
We know
Where do you
you're
think they're
here.
hiding?
Yeah.
No, they aren't here. No, but
What's the one guy? The fucking Depardieu?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he was big
Yeah.
old. Was he a great big fat
There's
person?
there's a bunch of Depardieux just hiding in their houses.
They are shamed.
You guys got to go out and do like a yak call.
They are, they're shamed into hiding. They're in the sewers.
Blow the horns of Gondor.
Like Les Miserables. But yeah, I think we could do all right over here. I actually thought, here maybe you only have a couple in the back, so that the thins come in and
Do you have disdain
pave the way.
when you see them?
Do what?
Disdain for like the waifs and the rock star builds.
No.
We call it rock star build.
Rockstar? No.
Yeah.
Is that like the Tommy Lee, like very spindly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just always look tall even though you're like 5'3".
Right, yeah, like
Yeah.
a Kid Rock build.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't
Bon-
begrudge anyone.
Bonzo
you know?
body.
Yeah, Bonzo body.
Yeah. He's got
I think
it.
they see me and they're like, gross, you know? I can't imagine what that would be
Yeah.
like.
They
It's
have
like,
disdain
well,
for us,
yeah.
for sure. And I know the trade-off. Like, yeah, you look good, but it's nice to eat what you want and be happy. And I don't know if it's worth it to be, like, hot when you eat, like, a little nibble every day or
but I
whatever.
think they just don't enjoy food like we do, which is its own curse.
Some don't. And then I'm jealous of that because then they have it all.
Yeah.
But
Like, have you ever
see
met
people
someone that doesn't like music?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird, dude?
Yes, it's very weird.
Where you're like, they just have no fucking interest in listening to
it's
music.
like, what do you listen to? Audiobooks? You just listen to your fucking head?
Yeah, if somebody didn't like to eat, that would fuck me out.
Yeah.
They just eat whatever's around.
Dude, yeah, they'll
Just
just like,
roll.
oh, I had a cracker and some canned tuna today. And it's like,
This is gonna fuck me up. So you're telling me I get hangovers from the poison in the beer? Because I just drank way more beer and wine. Like if I did what I did last night in America,
Yeah.
I would be fucked up right now.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we had 2 bottles of wine at dinner. And then you had like 5 pints in an
Yeah.
hour and a half right before
Slamming
bed.
pints, dude.
Yeah.
I woke up today and was like just chilling.
Yeah. I literally think that the shit that we drink and the food too.
The
Like we didn't
food,
eat a
yeah,
bunch
right.
of fucked up bullshit food yesterday.
Yeah, right.
You know, we had like octopus and cheese straight from the fromagerie. We had some more of that amazing head cheese. Like the shit we're eating is just like so much better for us. No
Yeah.
vegetables, which is
That's the thing.
its
Vegetables
own
are
battle.
actually bad for you.
Yeah, you shouldn't eat vegetables or fruit.
No, I had a smoothie yesterday at that market, and I think it helped.
Yeah.
Because again, fruits and vegetables get fucking destroyed over in the States. A lot of them don't have
Oh, they get sprayed with the
nutritional
stuff.
value.
Right, so they
yeah.
can travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that can it adds up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying before, over here they put their foot down and they're like, you can't poison us. You can't put a bunch of bullshit in there.
Look, don't
And in the
poison
States,
us.
We were like, please, as long as it's cheap, as
Yeah.
long as I can have a bunch of the poison at a nice price,
Cheap.
I'm into it. Yeah.
Look, powers that be, the age of consent can stay 14. All right, we'll let babies smoke, but don't put any poison in our food. And they're like, all right, that's fair. That works for us.
Yeah, that dude Evan from Kansas City was saying how they get paid less over here, but also than America. But most things are a little bit more reasonably priced, and so it kind of works out. And we think that we're doing better. We might be able to make more money, but a lot of times people don't, and then they're fucked.
We're fools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep giving you more. Like, yes, I'm making more. I make way more than my dad.
Boss makes $1, I make a dime.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to poop on company time.
Wool meet my eyes. I'm in the pleasure palace.
What?
You guys were riffing. I wanted to get involved.
Yeah.
Oh, it
yeah.
was the same song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, it's not the same song. I made my own song. Yes,
You're
I
doing
told
your
my-
thing.
I'm doing my thing. Ain't nothing but time over here. I think that I'm gonna ask you guys to go get a saw to cut off my arm, and then we're gonna go back to the catacombs and see if anyone can tell the difference.
Sell it to the catacombs.
Yeah, they
That's
won't.
a hell of a specimen. Look
Like-
at that. That's like
lifetime
two.
free entry, yeah.
That's like a femur for the price of a humerus.
There's 2 bones in there.
Let me guess.
Arm.
Ulna, tibia.
I think so. Tibia and ulna. Yeah.
no tibia
It's
is done.
good.
This is a tibia.
Fuck.
Ulna radial.
Where's the humerus?
Oh yeah, right.
Or humerus.
Where's humerus?
Ulna. He trains wrestlers.
Good. All right, so Andrew, thank you for joining us on another episode of Chubby Behemoth.
Are we
Yeah.
done?
I think we did an hour. He has to do his pod. He has to call the boys.
Whoa. And this
Pat,
is
Well, I
a
have to
the
get a
time.
train. I have to find my train ticket.
What are we at, Pat?
Is that no?
56 and a half minutes.
We can
Okay.
keep going. Yeah.
All right. I thought you
let's
had to
never
pod
stop.
at 1 with your squad.
I told them I'm gonna find out later. I told them that we're running late, so
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Well,
I,
yeah,
I
whatever.
was starting to feel bad because I didn't.
don't feel
like
bad
the-
about me at all. Dude.
I didn't like the. Well, I didn't like the idea of us taking up an hour and then you immediately having to do another hour.
I mean, we're just chilling. This is just what we would be doing anyway, just with microphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's also cool. We
Yeah.
don't have to talk to Pat or Anthony.
It's pretty insane.
Nice control.
I always have a hard time with this.
Nice bit of control.
They're here, but we can't talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I broke that rule when I asked Pat what he was doing, dicking around.
Well, it took Bonzo about 8 minutes to get in that door, which was fun for us to watch.
That's a nightmare because I know what that feels like. Last night I had trouble for the first time. Like every other time it was pretty easy. Maybe I had to do it twice. Last night it was like 6 times, and I was like, I'm doing the same thing, and then it worked.
Now it's in your head. Now it's never gonna work.
Yeah, now it knows.
Yeah.
The door knows that it's winning.
I wish I could just light a cig right in that window and just look out. Just straight
Yeah.
Parisian styley.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, you guys have a killer view.
It's not bad.
Big windows is nice, but man, it's letting in all that summertime sun.
Dude, how hot are you up in that room? Are you in like a...
It's
Are
been
you getting
fun.
broiled?
No, it's been okay, but it gets hot pretty quick. So luckily, you're waking us up and getting us out of here before it's like noon and 1, the hottest parts of the day. But yeah, it's tough to just be like, oh yeah, we'll just let that heat in, and then I have a tiny little fan that kind of does something.
How was your zone over there last night, Andrew?
I'm chilling, dude. I could literally go anywhere. I don't have a lot of the bigger guy problems that you guys have.
What, like
I can just
ruined
fit-
thigh meat?
I can
Yeah.
just fit there.
Did the 2 cushions stay
Yeah,
together?
man, nothing's. I probably could have done one.
I would have liked to see that. Just
Yes.
coiled like a dog. Tuck your snoot into your tail.
Oh, bro, what did you say last night when we got back about Elvis Polanski? It wrecked me.
Him?
Yeah, remember he was like, yeah, he probably lives in a world of paranoia you would never understand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was so funny. he lives in a, is that it? He lives in a world of
A level of
that we
paranoia.
couldn't-
Because he just, like, he's been calling me. He's like, oh, we must hang out. And then last night, I'm like, all right, dude, we're over here at Fade Hairbait Chaligny. Come through. And he just sent his fucking peons. He sent his backup squad.
Which worked out great.
He's testing you.
He is testing.
This is the beginning.
I know. He's seeing how far he can push me.
We met Leo from Brittany. We met Evan from Kansas City. Not met, or we met Leo.
Yeah,
Evan's
Leo
an
was
agent.
cool.
I mean,
Evan's
clearly an
cool.
agent.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You
think
put
Guy
he's a
from
handler?
Kansas City learned fucking
Oh,
French.
Evan, yeah.
Oh no, I was taught it growing up, dude. That
I thought
guy's
you meant
fucking.
Leo.
Yes.
Leo might be special
That dude
ops,
doesn't
right?
add up.
Dude. No, he doesn't. Yeah, there's a lot of breadcrumbs that don't lead back to any kind of house. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, and now I got a French girl pregnant. It's like, well, what are you raising that child to be? An offering to Polanski?
I'm not well traveled in the United States, but that facial structure from Kansas City guys, come on.
No.
Bullshit.
He's also wearing a bucket hat.
Come on, man.
We should ask him about the Chiefs, and if he doesn't know about them, then we know he's bullshit.
Sus.
What? Yeah.
Among Us.
What did you? What did you say? Fuck. Oh, who did you clock? The guy was telling you about his life, and you're like, oh, so your dad's special ops, and he was like, what was that?
Oh, that was in Baltimore. This kid's like, yeah, I was educated in Geneva. First of all, you say educated. I was educated in Geneva and Mozambique, and I speak Japanese.
Hey,
My
his
parents
dad's
live in Japan.
CIA. Yeah.
Yeah, and right away
But
I was
he
like,
just
so your
knew,
parents
yeah.
are CIA? And he was like,
Great answer.
yeah.
Busted.
We're
Yeah.
so good at this.
Like, so you didn't receive any training how to answer that question, but yeah.
There's a great book written by the CIA called Legacy of Ashes that is just about how they suck. So they wrote their own book about all the things they fucked up. It's like a blooper reel.
Really?
One time they did a vampire scam. Well, I think it was somewhere in
Fake vampire?
It's somewhere in South America. They
This
did
isn't the real thing.
in South America. Yeah, for real.
Let this guy suck my blood.
I saw True Blood. Yeah, they.
It's just some dickhead from Baltimore.
It's. I need the book to see it, but at some point they were trying to coup somebody. United Fruit wanted to coup somebody down in South America, so they went on the radio and started putting out vampire warnings and tried to trick everyone in the country to think vampires were real.
How little do they
This was
value
like-
the intelligence of South America?
This was like the 1953
Vampire
CIA.
hoax?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They started out doing that stuff.
I mean, that would work in America.
KGB was laughing at him. Like
Yeah.
the British were like, all right, I guess you guys could try that.
Did it work?
No, it's all failed. It's like Legacy of Ashes. So the book is all about the fuck ups.
They're fuck ups. When did that come out? Recently?
No, it's old. It's older.
Oh,
Yeah.
I figured
But it's
they-
like from the CIA.
Yeah.
They have
that's-
dudes that write books. Like there's one dude that I really like right now, and he's clearly from the CIA.
Yeah.
He worked for the Washington Post. I think he went to Georgetown, but he writes books. He's about to do a JFK podcast, and he wrote a book on James Jesus Angleton. He's like the head of counterintelligence during the Kennedy era, and he wrote a book about Watergate. But it's like all the CIA wants to like twist the history a little bit. Like,
Whoa.
oh, dude, yeah, there's more to the story, but here's what it is. This guy's definitely, his name is Jefferson Morley. He's definitely something.
Yeah, that's from a random name generator.
Jefferson Morley from the Washington Post.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to read Legacy of Ash. I bet Corky Romano's in that book. We try to make the world fall in love with Chris Kattan.
Like the exploding cigars for Castro and stuff. Or
Yeah.
The painting a hole that looks like a tunnel on the side of a mountain, hoping that somebody drives through it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Roadrunner paradox.
Well, I
They
think
do a bunch of weird, like, dude, I think
Yeah.
that they do 60 Minutes. Like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
crazy, so I think, like,
No.
fucking
I think they do
What's-
UPN.
What's
the CW.
a little sedative for the poor?
Yeah, but they did there's one called Patient Zero, and it's an old, I think it's 60 Minutes, where they found the first guy with AIDS.
What?
That's fake.
It's impossible.
Was it that
Yeah.
Canadian pilot who
Oh,
fucked
No,
the
it was
monkey?
like a
He was
blonde-haired
alive.
guy.
He was alive.
No, like they did a thing
they
about
talked
like
about
patient
him.
zero. This is
Gotcha,
the
of
guy.
course.
This is the reason there's AIDS.
Don't you think?
Imagine
He
Well,
was
that.
a gay party animal. He liked poppers.
yeah.
I mean, dude, if you weren't the first guy with AIDS and they blame the whole thing
That's
on you,
what I'm saying. Like
that's fucked,
AIDS was
man.
made in a lab, and then they made 60 Minutes was like, no, it's this guy.
This guy was really partying.
This
He
guy
was burning a candle at both ends.
This guy fucked a pumpkin November 13th. And next thing you know, half the country is sick.
On his
They
headstone.
blame Sam Tallent in like
I was too-
2045.
I was too young for like. I remember AIDS was like big when I was little.
Yeah.
You know, on TV and stuff. They always with one character would have HIV. Remember The Real World? The one guy got HIV.
Oh yeah, and
But
everyone was scared to
Petro.
touch him.
I was young and I was like, I heard that some dude fucked a monkey in Africa.
That's what I heard.
Like I was too young to think about dudes fucking monkeys.
Yeah.
I hear that
Magic
monkeys
Johnson
will
was
come and like
the
drag
one
women
guy.
into the bush and fuck them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like you can't be on your period in Africa because the monkeys will come
You
get you.
can't show
I
estrus.
could.
Yeah.
I could take a
Grab my
monkey.
butt.
Yeah. Hey, monkey.
No, you know what's crazy is I used to think, all right, if you question everything, you know, you're a nut. But man, if you I was gonna say I don't know if who would have first talked about it or if it's just common knowledge, but like the fact that the CIA does such crazy shit so that it sounds unbelievable,
Yeah.
like that's
And
part
then
of
they
the
write a whole
psyop.
book out. You know what I
No,
mean?
there's so many little
Yeah.
things that add up to okay, that's why. And the fact that if you have enough people who dismiss a bunch of shit, then they just kind of can't discern, you know, and truth from
Yeah.
fiction. And so yeah, there's more to it than just he's paranoid, the level of paranoia that you couldn't even comprehend.
Yeah, they're like lighting a bunch of houses on fire and then they cover it up with smoke machines. And it's like, well, that's not the smoke from the house on fire. They made this is smoke machines here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That guy tripped into the fireworks factory with a lit cigarette.
Yeah. We gave him an exploding
Yeah.
cigar.
No, it can get crazy, and it's tough to decide what you want to believe and what you want to dismiss, and it's a lot. I don't know what the answer is except to try and be happy and have some bread and cheese.
Oh yeah. You don't
know.
don't get bent out of shape about it.
You really can't do
They're
anything.
gonna do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We're toys in their chests, and they're going to open that
Right.
box one day and say, hey, we're up here. But until then, I'm just going to be a little cowboy.
Like Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
What is that?
Did you ever see Clash of the Titans?
I don't
when
think so.
The gods, he's like, oh, Perseus, and he gets the little guy, and he's like, I'm gonna play with him now.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Zeus.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, those fucking gods up there laughing at us. The gods must be crazy.
George Burns?
No, that's oh God, you devil.
Gods
The gods must be crazy as in Africa.
Little black dude.
Yeah, and it's funny.
Smiling.
I'd
Yeah.
like to see that again. We watched that as kids.
I couldn't figure it out when I was a kid. It was always on Comedy Central.
Right.
Yeah.
And
That
there's
one and the one where George Burns lives to be like he's like an angel or something.
Yes.
That one
no,
was
he's
always
God
on.
and the
Yeah.
devil. Oh God, you devil. And on the cover,
Whoa.
he's both or
What was-
whatever.
do you remember the movie where the guy dies but he gets to come back to life but he can't fuck with it? He's in George Burns' body or something like that. I gotta look this back up. I can't remember.
I'm not sure about
What?
that.
There's a
one.
weird movie with George Burns about like dying and coming back to life.
Pat, super producer
Oh
Pat.
no.
Whatever.
I didn't mean look it up. I wondered if you knew.
You're a big movie guy, Pat.
Go back to jacking it. Look at that.
I
ball
also
sack
might
right
have
there.
just jumbled up memories from
yeah,
being too
random,
old.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what
shit on
movie?
TV.
I'm thinking of Ghost Dad. Remember Ghost Dad?
Yeah, that
Remember
was
that?
George Burns.
That
Yeah.
was Bill Cosby.
Yes.
It was the same thing, right? Like he's dead and he can see his
This
family,
was
but they can't
before.
see him.
This
Yeah.
was like 80s.
This was proto Ghost
Yeah,
Dad.
yeah.
Okay.
That's not important.
No, let's figure it out.
No.
We got to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, yeah.
George Burns was an op.
Shane did a joke one. He like it was the funniest shit of all time. We were watching 30 for 30 on ESPN. And he said Larry Bird was created by the CIA, and he got me and Billy going. He's like, "You think that's real? That's a white guy. You think that really happened?"
Yeah, you think he was that good?
Yeah, that got me.
And white guy from Indiana who could talk a
Why
bunch
do
of
they
shit.
Keep making movies about him. Come on, man.
Who would drink a bunch of Bud Heavies at halftime
Yeah.
and like smoke half a pack of fucking Pall Malls? Well, that's the podcast alarm.
All right, we did it.
Shitter's full.
I think we should put this one out for free,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess. I mean, as long as it's
You guys
the
are
second.
benevolent kings.
Oh, you're the man, dude. I'm
Yeah.
so glad you came over here.
Thanks for helping me.
Thanks,
Of course,
yeah, thanks
dude.
for doing the pod.
You were nothing but
It's
an
Now-
asset.
now-
Check out his pod if you don't already.
They all listen to his pod.
All right, I
His
don't know.
pod's huge.
Oh shit, we're going handheld.
Whoa, handheld. War mode rules. They're just asking questions. I've been a patron since like day one. It's one of my favorite pods. See me in Boston this weekend. Austin sold out, so that's fucking cool. Indianapolis for Let's Fest. Skankfest, Comedy Club Kansas City, Des Moines Comedy Festival, Tampa Bay. Just get the tickets at samtalent.com.
That's a good idea. Chew your food.
Oh, and join our Patreon, stupid.
Oh yeah, now that it's a free one, yeah.
Yeah, join our fucking Patreon. Patreon.com/Chubby Behemoth. We got all the hot apps. We got all the hot videos over there.
He squeezed me. Puis je vois. You grab the front, now you got to grab the butt.
Enchanté.